With the recent rally in oil prices, what do you see happening next?
Well, the oil rally has been very solid, actually, and now it's taken on a little bit of a different character, so it requires investors to think a bit differently. The early part of the rally was really consolidating lower levels and sort of pushing its way higher, largely on the back of strong economic reports from the major economies, and that was very constructive. So you saw oil kind of pushing off its low end of, let's say, the mid-40s into the low 50s, and we've been seeing that trading range hold more or less for about a year and a half. Then we actually started to move higher, and some interpreted that as a breakout, and certainly of the shorter term trend, meaning short term in this case being a year to a year and a half. That's certainly the case. You do start to run into resistance around $60 a barrel on West Texas, but you now have this big monkey wrench thrown into the whole process, and that is the shenanigans in Saudi Arabia. It's very hard for outsiders to interpret what's going on. I've heard some people describe it as real-life Game of Thrones, except at the Ritz-Carlton, but it's really a big wild card for the oil market, and I think that's what's going to drive oil trading for the next few days and weeks until that situation gets some clarity. And I don't profess to have a lot of clarity on that one. I don't know very many people who do. And so that will make oil and oil stocks very interesting. The inclination that many have would be that this rally is probably safer to fade than to ride, but the Saudis, as they often do in oil, hold many of the cards, certainly not as many as they used to. And but the markets move with the marginal producer, and in this case, the Saudis have made themselves the people at the margin to watch.